This is the island nation of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, first sighted by Christopher Columbus in January of 1498. It has a population of approximately 110,000 persons. The capital, Kingston, has a population of 16,500. This island forms part of the Caribbean, specifically the Lesser Antilles. The main religion here is Christianity, and the several ancient church structures we see are evidence of the important role of these play. Geographically, St. Vincent is located in the Lesser Antilles in what is termed the Hurricane Alley. It is a member of the Commonwealth of Nations and the Caribbean Community. These islands changed hands several times under European colonization, who brought slaves to work on the sugar and cocoa plantations, before eventually becoming independent on October 27, 1979. We are on our way to Fort Charlotte, which was fully constructed by the British in 1806, with slave labor, of course. It was named after the wife of King George III. This former British garrison was built to protect against French and Carib attacks, as well as slave rebellions. It has a capacity of supporting 600 troops and has 34 cannons. Fort Charlotte is a well-kept structure. Standing at 601 feet above sea level, the view is magnificent and provides a unique vantage point. Some paintings on the walls of the small enclosure depict the travails of the journey by the Arawak, the Kalinago, and the Garifuna people when the island nation was yet being born. Each of the paintings tells of a history, a story none less harsh and intriguing than the other. It provides a panoramic view of Kingston. This fort has served other purposes: a place to house lepers and a woman's prison as well. These canyons are pointing inland because at that time the main threat to the colonizers was from the Caribs. They attacked from inland. The Coast Guard radio station and harbor signal are based here as well, and the fort acts as a beacon for entrance into Kingston Bay. Now, very noticeable are the canyons pointing inwards. Not only was danger expected from the sea, but from land as well. Drying moat, as explained by our guide, was used as an entrapment for attackers. The walls were daubed with animal fat, and those who jumped into the moat to attack just couldn't get out. We head downwards through the rugged countryside with its neat and beautiful island houses decorating the landscape. Our second stop, the Botanic Gardens.
At the Botanic Gardens in St. Vincent, we can see the breadfruit tree. These trees were brought by Captain William Bligh on board the Bounty, and it says right there, a sucker from one of the original breadfruit plants brought by Captain Bligh in 1793 is still thriving at the gardens. This breadfruit tree is a sucker from one of the original plants introduced by Captain Bligh in 1793 on HMS Providence. There is a rich history of breadfruit here in St. Vincent and the Caribbean, and a story to be told, mutiny on the Bounty of the same Captain Bligh.
Tall and ancient trees, and yes, the breadfruit tree. This was brought to the West Indies from the island of Tahiti to feed the slaves on the plantations. The visit to the gardens was quite an experience. It was time well spent. Mountainous landscapes paint picturesque details which speak of its volcanic origin. Even present day, the Mount Soufriere volcano is active and has erupted in recent times, resulting in death, loss, and misery to thousands not only in St. Vincent but surrounding islands as well. Our next stop was at the waterfront for a relatively brief visit. Refreshments and a view of Young Island.
Crystal clear waters and Young Island across there. There is a resort, it's a private island. There is a resort there. That island was traded by the cacique who had owned it before for 2 white horses. It was traded to the English governor of the island many moons ago.
We leave a brilliant sun-bathed St. Vincent behind as we head back to port and lively Caribbean music.
This brings to an end the visit to the beautiful island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are about to board the Grandeur of the Seas for a trip to the other island of Dominica. Join me.
Wow, got quite a surprise. Never thought I would be in the same room with an elephant. And in bed too. Now that's gotta be romantic.
This is what I call natural